I 50 should be fine. Alright, so I'm trying to do a little video that no one's gonna really watch on a topic that is like my generation so far, because I've been seeing so many videos of my generation is talking about how we are not going to really make it because we're already having, you know, a little early crisis here. And this is without me having a job or anything, but I kind of face the facts that all of this is true, and there's nothing really we could really do about it, because majority of us are in distress, or majority of us are living in fear, because we're working at a job or going to school and stuff, but everything's so expensive to the point that you don't have enough just to be able to go ahead and live a actual normal life, because it's always a thing like, oh, Gen Z is too lazy, or Gen Z is like, oh, y'all wasn't working hard enough or something like that. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all don't look at the economy as the same as the way before or something like that. You not see everything is expensive, like your groceries. Yes, so it's sad that my generation is, and I'm part of it too, my generation is pretty much fucked right now. It's so bad. My generation is so bad, and I'm not hating on my own generation. Half of it I do hate my generation, but half of it I do love my generation, because my generation, we was expecting to be like, okay, we was living in this whole lie of be like, hey, just when you grow up and after you graduate high school and stuff, go ahead and, you know, go to school or have a job and, you know, live whatever the heck your life is and stuff like that. That wasn't true. We have constant stress and the older generations, even our parents, look down on us as failures because we don't want to do shit like that. We don't want to be like the next generation and want to work until we retire and close to death. I'm sorry. I'm renting. I was supposed to play the game or whatever, but yeah, I'm renting at this point because it's absolutely bad when it comes to my generation. I'm just gonna quickly play this one, but yeah, it's horrible. Of my generation is going through a whole bunch of bullcrap that the it's doing it again. Okay, there we go. My generation is going through a whole bunch of crisis already because majority of us don't give a fuck, and which means by that, no, since majority of us don't give a fuck, right? We're not even worried about a freaking war right now. Majority of us are being YouTubers or whatever it is, or even streamers on top of that. And it's sad too, cause nobody wants to try to grow up. No one wants to try to, you know, follow what the older generations has passed down to us. Everybody's want to do their thing and do whatever the heck they want. And when it comes to like creativity and ideas and whatnot, it'll be great, but the older generation will be like, that's not great, that's too lazy or something. Like, it's so stupid. It really is. Majority of us are struggling to live. Majority of us are struggling to have like 3 jobs and still can't make it enough. I mean, that's too stressful, man. It really is. I'm sorry, I'm locking in, but it's like so sad my generation is going through this. And the older generations be like, oh, you lazy and we don't know what y'all talking about. Y'all just suck or something like that. Like, bro, majority of us don't care of how y'all live back in the day. Majority of us don't care, especially my generation as Gen Z. We don't care. Like, we don't care at all. We don't care. We all of us just, we want to be living that life. Like, okay, we could still be young and live a great, beautiful life with, even if it's not as much, but it's still a simple life where we could just sit down and take a moment to live that life as young. Because I don't want to grow up and then trying to live my life and after I retire or something, and I won't be able to possibly make it to more years to come because I'm going to be already be dead by then. I might die way before I retire. So what's the point of even working anymore? And then the working part, right? People be like, oh, nobody wants to work no more, or Gen Z is the main one that doesn't want to work no more. No, Gen Z wants to live a great life as they are young. We want to stay young and want to live a great life. We don't have to wait so many years of work until we eventually retire just to live a great life. No, everybody is tired of that. Everybody is trying to change for the good, and the older generations just look at us like, oh, we thought we are the bad people, we are the main ones that is influencing other people, or more generations to become like us, to be stupid or whatever it be. Now, I'm not saying all of my generation has common sense. Some of them is just out of control, but if we do have common sense, we know what we are doing, which is why majority of us don't work. Majority of us are working at home and stuff, and that's including, my mother and stuff. And she's working her ass off just to go ahead and make sure the excuse my language, the bills are paid. See, even my freaking vocabulary is not up to date. I'm so sorry. But yeah, make sure the bills paid, make sure we have clothes on our backs, make sure we get food and stuff, especially taking care of a person that the person can't even help themselves because they either have a condition or they even have a disability. So it's just like, it's stress all around especially around my generation, because older generations just look at us like, oh, you suck, or whatever kids be. And by the time we do something good, by the time we do something, that speaks value, and go ahead and do whatever you want to do to live a life, at least are you doing something that is fun, even though you hate it, but at least it's fun and you could engage and you could use your talent and creativity just to go and do whatever you like in order to live a life. I wish we get paid to do that, but no, not it's hard to even get to that level, and it's like nobody's going to even care at this point because everybody wants to go by their business. Everybody's stressing about this, stressing about that, and whatever case it be. I'm not just here just to complain about Gen Z that they're stupid heads or whatever case it be. No, I'm part of that. I understand that the majority of the YouTube videos that I've been recommended to are majority of us having a midlife crisis right now, because we can't be doing this. We can't be work and keep stressing, knowing that they possibly got kids. It's worse. Y'all have to worry about paying this, paying that, paying the car off, paying the even your parents. Our parents get stressed and trying to put the stress on us as young adults to be like, hey, you're gonna have to do something instead of doing nothing. But to be honest, I don't want to do shit. I really don't, because I already know if I'm gonna do shit, then it's not gonna even matter. Cause I'm going to struggle no matter what. I'm going to struggle no matter what. Even the new president comes in, we're going to still struggle no matter what, because everything is bullshit right now. Everything. And I didn't get with my mom too. She'd be like, oh, when I was your age, I wasn't staying home and whatever, because when I was your age, I was always ripping and running and stuff. Excuse me, that was your generation. Your generation likes to do that. That's you And even if it's the older generation, right? Some of the older generations don't even like to go outside or be a homebody or something like that. Even them. But comes to like what my mother, she's like to go out or whatever kids be at her young age and stuff, and now she's having her moment of her life. Now she wants to work at home. Then she's trying to put the pressure on me to be like, hey, you go ahead and do your thing while you're still young. I don't want to do shit. What the fuck? I don't want to do shit. I really don't. I mean, like, I don't even have a job. I'm on online school, and it's like, I don't want to do stuff because I know for a fact nobody's going to care about me. I don't know for a fact nobody's going to even think about me. I know for a fact that it's going to be harder and waste your time just to go ahead and go somewhere just to go ahead and get some stupid degree in order to just try to get a higher paying job, which is rarely you get instant like hired, because jobs are a lot harder now to get. And it's stupid because what's the point of getting a degree if you're not going to get that job? You're going to still end up working at the same 9 to 5 job, at the regular minimum wage job. Like, what's the point? I'm sorry, I'm not even playing the game right now. Whoops. I'm gonna go into Act 3, and I'm gonna just talk my thing. I'm just gonna play my favorite level. But yeah, it's so stupid that the economy is bad as it is, because there's no point of trying to struggle and trying to build on something that is not gonna end up making its value at the end of the day. All you have to worry about is stressing over, paying the bills and make sure that to satisfy other people, like, oh, you are do something good or something, or you do something, wherever kids are being. I mean, in reality, no one wants to do shit. No one wants to do shit anymore, and it's pretty much depressing at this point. There should be a checkpoint. There we go. Yeah, it's bad. The economy is not going to get better. I know for a fact that is. Ever since 2020, yeah, everything's not the same anymore. Nothing's really the same anymore. Yeah, I understand that 2020 we have to be on the lockdown in order to prevent people from dying and stuff. But it came to the point where people will take full advantage, and now they are able to thrive during that stuff, to the point where, like, oh, you could still live a life without working hard enough. Just make stupid YouTube videos and you're set for life, basically. Or be a streamer and then you're set for life, basically. So yeah, that's really why majority of our generation is not want to do any work and work for the rest of our life, because first of all, we want to do whatever the heck we want, and second of all, we don't care about the jobs that y'all trying to offer us, because we don't even care. Majority of my generation doesn't even care at this point. So it's sad, but it's true, because I've been seeing majority of these videos of my generation talking about this economy, how bad it is, and it's true. It's so bad, and we're not sure it's going to even be worth it. Just go ahead and live our own, because majority of us are still living at home and living with our parents and stuff. Majority of us are still not caring. No, majority of us are at this point losing our minds. Half of us don't even know what we're gonna do about this point. So yeah, it's terrible. It's lagging. I hate that. The game's data is going nuts. Oh. Let me die. Yeah, it's so bad. It's pretty bad. This generation and other stuff. In the future to come, because we'll always see the effects that's coming towards Gen Alpha, because Gen Alpha is pretty much worse too. I'm afraid for Gen Alpha's future, because if we're struggling at this generation of Gen Z, then who knows, Gen Alpha and Beta is gonna suffer too. It's gonna be pretty bad. Majority of us are even like, I'm not sure it's our foods or even the chemicals that's in the. It's lagging. Oh my gosh. Majority of. Yeah, it's bad. I think I lost my mind on this. Oh my gosh, it's so laggy. It's so laggy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Help me. Help me. Help me. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. Okay, what I was saying. Oh yeah, I was saying how bad this generation is. If this generation is bad, then who knows, Gen Alpha's generation is gonna be worse. And it seems like people have no common sense either too, because the rest is going to do their own thing. First of all. Yeah, I know I keep repeating myself, but I know this for the fact it's true. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make my point, but it's pretty terrible at this point. Oh, I got a P ring. Nice. But yeah, I think that's all I could really say, because it's actually terrible and shit. Because it's no point of trying to become like the best person in the world and try to change the world and stuff. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna fucking care in the first place. The older generation is not gonna care about the younger generation, and the younger generation is gonna be even stressed more, because there's no really resources or anybody else to help us with life, to help us with something. And majority of us is, I'm talking, I'm so sorry, are you hearing somebody else in the room? Okay. Yeah, majority of us are struggling. Majority of us, at the end of the day, nobody's gonna care, and nobody's gonna help you. I'm not trying to be negative here, but it's the truth. It's literally the truth, because it's so bad at this generation, this economy, the on the internet as well. The internet is just awfully terrible. I hit my microphone. Awfully terrible. It's terrible. Everything's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. I made another video from a previous one that I'm saying that like 2024 is the worst year for video games, and yeah, it's pretty bad. And I'm not trying to make a message here. I mean, I'm just saying what it is, cause I have to make up my life at some point. Because if I don't, then what's the point of living and existing in the first place? It's not my fault I exist. I just exist here because why not? God want me to be here, I guess. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Just let me know if y'all want more of these content, cause I don't even know, bro. I don't even know I could at this point, but yeah. See you later.